video is going to be very long. I'm just letting you know, brace yourself for some amazing content. I'm talking about this video right here. I'm breaking it down. I'm not breaking down the trailer. Don't think I'm breaking down the trailer. I'm breaking down the movie, and it's not even out yet. Stay tuned. Subscribe if you're new. What's going on, guys? I'm Venom 2 million. Oh my god, that trailer was awesome. I just had to get that out of my system. What's going on, guys? It's me, and you guys are like saying, a lot of people are like, where have you been? The trailer came out. Where's the video? Oh, and happy birthday. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. Yes, I do know the trailer came out. Yes, the trailer was awesome. Yes, 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 yes. Now, this video, I'm going to be clear. I'm not doing an analysis video. There's thousands of them on YouTube. I'm sure you all saw things, okay? I saw it too. This video is going to be me pointing out things and me giving insight and my opinions. I am not analyzing the trailer, okay? The trailer does not need to be analyzed in terms of us looking frame by frame and me pointing stuff out and highlighting the screen. No, it doesn't need that. What it needs is some speaking, some insight, and some good old-fashioned speculation. Now, hold on, let me go get my notebook. I forgot it. I got it. Okay. Alright, so, got my notebook. So, first, I want to start off on the Osborns, okay? Because they're the ones that I remember right now. The Osborns. Osborns, okay? I want to start off. Harry and Peter. They have this friendship, right? We already know they were friends before, like when they were children, they were friends. And Harry and Peter became separated because Harry went to a boarding school. Now, if you have an idea about Harry Osborn and Norman Osborn's relationship, it's not the best. It's a very rocky relationship. As Dinah has stated, he has daddy issues. And we know this, comic book people know this, people that have seen the previous trilogy know this, people that just know Spider-Man and have seen him in the media know Harry Osborn and Norman Osborn's relationship is very rocky. They're very rocky. Norman Osborn does not really think of his son as an Osborn. He thinks of his son as a failure. He doesn't like his son. He in a way wishes that his son wasn't his son. So that's very interesting. That comes into play in this trailer, and I believe in this movie, because I'm going to get into this after this point that I'm about to make. So I want to point this out. Harry Osborn and Peter Parker are both in. I'm assuming now they could be at Oscorp, whatever, but I'm assuming they're in Harry Osborn's his home. I'm assuming this when Peter is standing at the bottom of the steps and he looks up and says, Harry Osborn, and Harry is standing at the top of the steps. So I'm assuming that Peter and Harry are in his apartment at that point, right? So this is the beginning of their relationship, their friendship, I'm assuming this is the rekindling of their friendship. Now, why is Peter at Harry Osborn's house? I'm going to assume this is because Harry Osborn has contacted Peter. Now think about that. Why would Harry Osborn contact Peter? Now let's get back to the daddy issues thing. Let's get back to this. His father is dying. Harry Osborn's father is dying. Harry he doesn't really have that good of a relationship with his father, but he loves his father and he wants his father to not die. He wants his father. He wants his father to, first of all, love him for who he is. This is his son. He looks up to his dad, but him and his dad don't have a good relationship. His dad and him don't see eye to eye. This is very sad. But Norman does not love his son Harry. He doesn't. He's very disappointed, and Harry, he knows this, and Harry, he sees his father dying. And he doesn't want his father to die. First of all, he doesn't want his father to die. Second of all, he wants his father to love him, right? He'll do anything for his father. Even save his father's life by any means necessary. So, this goes on to the big thing that I've been saying for months. I've been saying this for months, alright? Norman Osborn will be the main villain. He will be the main villain, okay? He will be the main goblin. He will be the Green Goblin. I'm gonna reiterate this to a T. You're gonna remember it, alright? Norman Osborn will be the main goblin. Harry Osborn, he will do anything for his father. Even though his father doesn't love him, he wants to get that love from his father. He wants his father to love him. He wants to make his father proud by any means necessary. So, maybe Norman knows that Peter is the key. Peter's blood is the key. Peter's blood is the key. Now, how does he know this? Because Oscorp has been watching Peter. First of all, Oscorp knows about Peter. This is evident with the first movie. Remember do you have any idea what you really are? Remember that? Remember that? All of that stuff? Something is within Peter. Something is in his blood that allowed him to not mutate into a giant spider yet. That allowed him to not mutate into a giant spider. Why is it that Dr. Connors injects himself with this lizard serum? He turns to a big lizard. But Spider-Man, Peter Parker, get bit by a spider, he just gets spider power. Why don't he turn to a big spider? Because something is in his blood. Something that Norman needs. What about this? What if Norman's mysterious illness has to do with him actually mutating into something? What if he turned into a goblin before and that's killing him? And he needs Peter's blood so his body can stop trying to reject this thing that is within him that is actually killing him. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe Norman Osborn, he has taken something previously. He's taken something previously. And he needs Peter's blood. Better yet, what if he was given something? What if someone gave it to him? What if someone gave him something with the intention of either killing Norman or with the intention of making Norman mutate into something? What if someone gave him something? What if that someone is directly connected to Peter? What if that someone had to be eradicated via a plane crash? I don't know. What if... Uh-oh. Wait a minute, Venom. Are you on to something? Back to Harry Osborn. Harry Osborn would do anything for his father. He would do anything for his father. Even betray his former best friend. Harry says to Peter, Oscorp's been watching you. Peter says, why? Harry says, isn't that the question of the day? Alluding to Harry maybe knows why. Maybe, better yet, maybe this is what's going on. Let's go all the way back to Spider-Man 1, to the Amazing Spider-Man 1. What if Dr. Ratha led Peter into that place to get bit by the spider because it was an experiment? What about this? So Dr. Ratha and Peter's parents, they work together. And what I've been alluding to, Norman Osborn was perhaps drugged or was given something or administered something by Peter's parents, right? And maybe Richard Parker, he tested something on himself. And that carried on to Peter. Or Norman Osborn tested on Peter. What if Norman, he tested on Peter when he was a child? And that caused something between Richard and Norman Osborn. Richard Parker, Norman Osborn. That's a completely different thing. I'll get into that with the Norman Osborn motives. But what if Dr. Ratha led Peter to that place to get bit by the spider, and he's looking, because he looks around, and he tells the scientists that are inside that room to leave. He tells them to leave, looks around, and he types in that code. And Peter sees it from like 30 feet away, sees it, goes to it, and does it. Oscorp, they have cameras. They have holograms that project from the walls, from the ceiling to the floor. I'm sure they have cameras. They've been surveilling Peter, and Peter doesn't know it. So they have cameras. They obviously know Peter went in there. They obviously know Peter got bit by a spider, and all of a sudden the SpiderMan is swinging around. They already know this. They know Dr. Connors is a lizard. Everybody knows Dr. Connors is a lizard. But Norman Osborn knows this. Maybe he has prior knowledge of Peter Parker. He knows that Peter Parker has something in his blood that could reverse this goblin serum, this Oz serum, this mysterious illness. Remember that. They never said what his illness was. This mysterious illness. Maybe it's the Oz serum. Maybe he became the goblin. Maybe his body is fighting off this goblin thing and he needs Peter's blood. That way his body will stop killing himself because his body fighting it off is killing him. Maybe that's what it is. And Harry Osborn loves his dad, so he's like, I'm gonna do whatever you tell me to do, Dad. I need you. I'm gonna make you proud, Dad. And he's like, fine. Get Peter Parker. Get him. And maybe Norman has this anger towards Peter for what his family did, for what his parents did. And maybe Harry understands this anger. Maybe Harry, in fact, is angry at Peter himself for what he did, for what his family, for what his parents did, for what his parents did to his own father, to Norman Osborn. So he maybe has this anger. As Harry asks, what about Peter? What is he talking about? He's talking about Norman Osborn is telling Harry to go get Peter because he needs his blood, or he needs Peter, right? Harry says, what about Peter? Norman says, not everyone has a happy ending. Just you know, some insight, some thoughts about that. So the Osborn thing, Harry Osborn will be following. He'll be basically, from this trailer, this is all that I'm getting from this trailer and with all my prior knowledge and things, he's going to be getting the say-so from Norman, the head honcho, the person in charge. He's going to be getting the say-so from him. Norman is going to be telling him what to do. He's going to be telling him, and we'll find out he's going to be telling everyone what to do. He's the person in charge. Norman Osborn may die. I think he will die. I think he's going to die, right? He's going to die, and then Harry's going to really go insane. Till in the end, in the third one, it's revealed that Norman Osborn never died. Well, he's here. He's the goblin. He's the person in charge. And I just want to throw this out here. I'm going to say this right now, because I'm going to say this right now, all right? And you guys are going to say, what? Why do you think this? But I'm just saying right now, I think Norman Osborn will kill Harry Osborn in the third movie. Now, I'll get into why down the line, but I'm just saying this right now. That way it's on record. I believe that Norman Osborn will kill Harry Osborn by the third movie. Just throwing it out there. Throwing it out there. Sinister Six will be in the third movie. That's evident. That is evident. I've said this. I said this before we got the trailer. Sinister Six will be in the third movie. Sinister Six will be in the third movie. Now, we've got hints in this trailer. We got some things. We saw references of Venom, you know, of when Harry Osborn was going through the tablet on the table. We saw Venom. We saw something about Morbius, Michael Morbius. We saw something about Ravencroft. We saw some nice stuff in there, all right? But let's talk back on the Sinister Six. What else did we see in the trailer? What else did we see? We saw the Vulture's wings and the Dr. Octopus tentacles, and they were moving. I want you guys to remember that. They were moving. Now, something came out today. Was it today? I don't know. It came out on Daily Bugle. A few things. I'm going to start off. Spencer Smythe. When talking to Spencer Smythe, the Daily Bugle, talking to Spencer Smythe, the father of Alistair Smythe, and also he's in the Amazing Spider-Man video game, and he creates in the comics and the game and in the show, the old Amazing Spider-Man, the Spider-Man TV show, he creates the Spider Slayers to kill Spider-Man. Go after Spider-Man, you know? Anyway, Spencer Smythe is talking about his son, Alistair Smythe, the one that did everything I just said, and he speaks about the advancements that Oscorp is making. So listen to this. All right, so he mentions robotics and working with his son. He says that they have made significant breakthroughs in the field of manned flight technology, the Vulture wings that we see in the trailer, and the fluidity of movement, speed, and dexterity. And that's evident by their longer robotic devices. He says that software and hardware feed each other, and that they have better machines with enhanced artificial intelligence networks making informed logical choices at greater speeds, better bodies, and better brains. Think about this. All right, let me just go back to this. So he's talking about they have flight, things for flight, that better agility, better speed, the Vulture's wings, the Goblin glider. He's talking about artificial intelligence, things that are smart, Sarah Gaden, one of the actresses that was rumored to be playing Mary Jane Watson, she's playing the voice of the artificial intelligence in Oscorp. One of the artificial intelligence in Oscorp. She's playing the voice of it. So I made a joke in a previous video talking about that's the female, the Norman Osborn's version of Jarvis, who's a female. So yeah. Anyway, and the tentacles that are Dr. Octopus's. If you didn't notice in the trailer, they were moving, basically showing that they're alive. You know, the artificial intelligence that's connected to networks, very advanced stuff. You know, it's moving, right? It's alive. Anyway, so yeah, and then he's asked about the NYPD being interested, and this is something interesting. Spencer Smythe says that, well, if you want to catch the right fly, you must spin the right web. Like I said, Alistair Smythe creates the Spider Slayers in the comics. That's just something. I don't think there'll be Spider Slayers in any movies or anything. Well, there may be, but anyway, okay. He says when talking about his son that Alistair is a brilliant young engineer and that he is thrilled to see his career develop. He even says he'd better watch his back or Alistair may have his job. Another thing with Oscorp, something that came out talking about Oscorp. It says Oscorp has U.S. military equipment, alternative energy experiments, and if you didn't know, the alternative energy experiment is what caused Electro to become Electro, Max Dillon to become Electro. Max Dillon falls into a pit of electric eels, and he becomes Electro. Yeah. So yeah. So here's something interesting. I want you just to think about, remember I was talking about the artificial intelligence and the octopus arms and Sarah Gaden. I think that's but her alright, listen. So there's talk of Oscorp even talking to the world-renowned nuclear researcher Otto Octavius. When asked about the rumor, Donald Minkin says that he cannot confirm nor deny any rumors on the internet and that they talk to a number of different scientists every day about their projects. Now, Donald Minkin, Otto Octavius, Alistair Smythe, Spencer Smythe, those four people. What do these four people have to do? Why am I talking about these four people? First of all, because of the fact that there's this guy and he's in this movie. We don't know who he's playing. BJ Novak, who is he playing? One of those four people, I believe. Now, he does look like Otto Octavius. To me, he looks like Otto Octavius, but Donald Minkin was in the storyboards. So, and we're hearing a lot about him in this Daily Bugle thing. So he could be playing Donald Minkin. He's the spokesperson for Oscorp. Yeah, but he looks like Otto Octavius to me. And I had a feeling that Electro was talking to Otto Octavius when he was in that pit, but I believe the storyboards confirmed that that was actually Dr. Kafka, that Electro was talking to when in that vat thing. But yeah, so BJ Novak, this is just a little bit off topic. BJ Novak playing Otto Octavius, Donald Minkin, Alistair Smythe, or Spencer Smythe. He's a younger looking guy, so I really want to say Donald Minkin, but I think a younger Otto Octavius could work. I do think it could work. It's interesting. I just know, we know that he has something to do with Oscorp, so he's playing some of those people. Yeah. Now, Sinister Six. Listen, we have Rhino, Harry Osborn Goblin, Harry Gobbo, Harry Goblin, Harry Goblin, Hobgoblin, Green Goblin, Goblin, Harry Goblin. You have Electro. He is going to return. Electro. Vulture. Dr. Octopus. Who's the sixth person? Now, there's the thing. Okay, people are throwing stuff out. The Daily Bugle did mention Shocker robbing a bank. Is it Shocker? Could it be Shocker? It could be Shocker. Could be Shocker. Now, here's another thing. What if it's the Goblin? What if the sixth person is the Goblin? You already said Goblin, Venom. Did I? Norman Osborn is in charge. Norman Osborn is in charge. Norman Osborn is in charge. He is the main villain. What if it's Goblin? What if it's Norman Goblin? What if it's the Green Goblin, the real Goblin? What if that's who the sixth person in the Sinister Six is? Now, it could be Shocker. It could be the man in the shadows, even though he's just working for Norman Osborn. He's working for Norman Osborn. He's working for Norman Osborn, but it's entirely plausible. It is entirely plausible. Norman Osborn is sick. That is why he needs the Man in the Shadows, though. The Man in the Shadows is the person that's putting the things together because he's being told to by Norman Osborn. Norman Osborn it's already evident that he is a mastermind, because from the trailer we see that he's telling Harry what to do. He's telling Harry. Harry is asking questions. Harry asks. He asks, what about Peter? Meaning that Norman is telling him to do something that has to do with Peter Parker. Maybe his blood. Right? Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? I want that to get in your mind. Norman Osborn, the main baddie, the big dude, the guy, the head honcho, the super villain, okay? The super villain, alright? Okay, let's get back onto the subject. Again, with the mechanical things, with the things that are, all of the mechanical things, right? All of the technology, Oscorp. Rhino, Oscorp. That serum, I don't know what that serum is. I have no clue. Rhino is going to be there for a reason, probably to get Spider-Man. I don't know. Maybe Rhino is there to get Spider-Man to take his blood. I'm not sure, but Rhino is not just there for no reason. I just want to touch on that. Now, guys, briefly talk about the Goblin, and talk about Electro, and talk about the main fight, the final fight. Now, I said in my previous video that, what did I say? I said that I think that the person that wrote that stuff on Reddit, talking about he saw the movie and he spoiled the movie and all this stuff, he said that Gwen Stacy died. Where did she die? On a clock tower. Now, I said that this was plausible, but I don't believe she does. Why? Because the final fight looks to be like in that field with Electro. Like the final fight between Electro and Spider-Man looks to be within that field, and we see that in the trailer when Spider-Man is doing the slow motion thing. He's like dodging Electro's electricity and he's all that. That looks like a final fight, doesn't it? I mean, Electro's wearing his Electro suit. It looks like a final, he's not wearing the hoodie. It looks like a final fight to me. Looks like a final fight to me. Right? And I've been saying this numerous times that I believe Gwen will die at the end. It'll be very, very, very just out of the blue. It'll be like all of a sudden Goblin comes and it's like, what is going on? And then he drops her, and Peter's like webs and kills her. Right? Now, I've been saying, I said this, I've been saying that for a long time also. I think that she will die at the end of this movie. And that looks like a final fight. And when does a final fight usually happen? Near the end of the movie. And behind them, what's there? A bridge. If you go to the Daily Bugle website, when they're talking about that, the energy things, the picture that they're showing is a bridge. I also forgot to mention that that trailer had leaked that week, so he saw the trailer. Also, it may have been in Russian, but he saw the trailer, so he could have, you know, put things together from what he saw in that trailer, and that's maybe how he got the ideas that he got. Now, the thing is, there's a bridge right behind them, and if that's the final fight, why are they fighting in a clock tower? And why do we think she dies in a clock tower? Because in that trailer, we see them in a clock tower, and we see Gwen, we see a shot of Gwen, like, and then we see Spider-Man jumping down to somewhere, landing on a gear, and webbing down. He's webbing down. That gives people the idea. Uh-oh. Is Gwen dying? Why'd they show Gwen? Why did they show Gwen and then Spider-Man jumping down and webbing? Why did they do that? Is it a hint? Is it giving us a clue? Now, I want so bad. I want to say yes. I want to say yes. And then I want to say no, because that's stupid. Why would they show that in the trailer? But then again, they showed the ending of the first movie in the trailer. So anything's possible. Do I think she dies in the clock tower? Do I think she dies in the clock tower? I don't know. I don't know. I would love to 100% say, no, I don't. No, I don't. Because there is a bridge directly behind where he is fighting Electro at. And if Harry Osborn is coming to get Peter to kill Gwen or whatever his plan is, it makes no sense. It makes no sense for them to be in a clock tower when they were right by a bridge. Makes no sense. But that trailer, the evidence is there that supports that she does die in a clock tower. So for this, I'm going to shelve it. I'm going to shelve this. I'm going to put this off to the side. And I'm going to say I don't know, because I can't give you a clear answer right now. But when I do get a clear answer, I will give you one. But I am leaning more towards the yes, she does die in a clock tower, because of the fact that we see Peter and Harry fighting on a clock tower. It looks like they're in a clock tower when Spider-Man does a web and he comes to his face, and we see that Bluetooth thing right here, the Bluetooth on the side of his face. By the way, that those rumors earlier in the year said something about Harry Osborn having Bluetooth in his ears, and it looks like the Goblin stuff. So we do see some Bluetooth in the air. And then that rumor also says something about Norman Osborn's head being in a jar. And remember that guy said he saw the movie, and at the end we see Norman Osborn's head in a jar, and we didn't see Man. The person also says that we didn't see Man in the Shadows until the very end of the movie at the post-credit scene, when Man in the Shadows goes up to, he's walking, and we see him in the trailer walking, as we saw Man in the Shadows in the trailer of the second movie. I mean, the first movie, in the second trailer of the first movie, we see Man in the Shadows in that also. So it, whoa, maybe that rumor's real. Maybe that rumor is real. Now, I'm not saying that I'm trusting what that guy said. I still don't think he saw the movie, but maybe he's onto something, because remember remember in that trailer for the first movie, we saw Man in the Shadows in that trailer, and it turns out that that was the exact same scene that was in the post-credits scene. And although I think this is really dumb for them to do that, it looks like Sony could be doing the same thing. I mean, if history shows us anything, it's that Man in the Shadows, his scene is going to be in the post-credit scene, and that his scene was showed in the trailer like it was for the first movie. So it is possible that Man in the Shadows, walking past all of those things, he's walking past the Vulture's wings and the Dr. Octopus things and all of that, it is possible that he's walking to Norman Osborn's head. It is very possible. Now let's get back to the Harry Osborn thing with the Bluetooth and all that. The evidence is there that says that she dies in Clock Tower, because Sony shows the ending of the film in the trailers. What is wrong with you? Anyway, they show the endings of their films in the trailers, so it is evident. It's there, right? It's there. But I'm not gonna say anything about that. I'm not gonna say concretely that that's what I think happens, because they could be trying to throw us off. They could be trying to throw us off. They could very well be trying to throw us off. So yeah. Also, before I end this very long video, I thank you guys for watching all of this too. I want to point out that in the trailer we saw it was doors opening. Doors opening, right? And there were 7 doors. 7 doors opened. 7 doors. What does that mean? Now I'm going to give you a little bit of an idea, but we're going to go back to what I was previously saying. remember when I said earlier in the video, I said something about we had Rhino, Electro, Goblin, Vulture, Octopus, and then I said maybe the other Goblin, and I was talking about Shocker. Hey, it could, since there's 7 doors, maybe it is, in fact, Rhino, Electro, Goblin, Harry Osborn Goblin, Goblin Jr., Hobgoblin, Harry Goblin, Vulture, Octopus, Norman, and maybe Shocker, or Man in the Shadows, whatever. But maybe there is 7, and because there's 7 doors, maybe there are 7. And I don't want anybody to talk about Venom. Venom will not. I do not. Stop it. I do not think Venom will be a part of the Sinister Six. If you already gave him 15 minutes of screen time in Spider-Man 3 and you see how much people hate that, why would they go turn around and give us Venom again and smash him in a movie with a whole bunch of other characters? You think that's going to do him more justice? No, Sony's not doing that. Why do you think we have the Amazing Spider-Man 4? Why do you think we have the rumored Venom movie? Why do you think we have that? Because that's the next step. Venom is 4. Venom is 4, guys. Venom is 4. It's not, he's not, don't expect him in 3. Expect Eddie Brock. Hopefully, they do it right. Expect Eddie Brock. Yes, not Venom. I've been hearing people say, Venom? No! Don't expect Venom. Don't expect him. Okay? Good. Just that we got that out the way. Michael Morbius? Maybe. Maybe Michael Morbius can be part of Sinister 6 or Sinister 7. Whatever. But not Venom. Not Venom. No. No. No! No. I want to just go back to BJ Novak really quickly. Something about, he was talking about his role. He said he doesn't have a pivotal role, but he is in there. He has some screen time, and it's not pivotal. Something, maybe Quentin Beck, maybe BJ Novak's playing Quentin Beck. Add that on to the other people. Maybe Quentin Beck. I don't know. Mysterio, possibly, maybe. I mean, they were talking about technology. Mysterio has to do with technology. That's something to think about. I'm gonna wrap this video up though, really briefly. So Gwen Stacy, I think this is kind of evidence that she's going to die. One person has been in my comments, just me and him, we go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I think, I'm a strong, avid believer, Gwen Stacy's gonna die by the end of this movie. And he's like, no, she's not dying. I told you, I keep telling you, Venom, she's not dying. And he gives me some evidence, and I'll give him some evidence, and then he gives me his opinion, I give him my opinion. And he talks about, he was talking about recently, like how she signed on for 3 movies. 3 movies. She signed off 3 movies. Now, when they kill her off in this movie, that doesn't mean she won't be in the next one. I mean, guess who's in this movie that died in the last one? Her father, Dennis Leary, Captain George Stacy. He's in this film. She can still be in this in the 3rd one via flashbacks. You know, they film a flashback that we didn't see on screen. Maybe dream sequences. You know, if Peter gets the black suit, have that mess with his head. Have her, you know, the black suit form this version of her in his mind, or maybe that's telling him that he needs to kill the Goblin and kill everyone, you know, stuff like that. She can still appear in the movie with her character being dead. I think she's gonna die. Yeah, I think she's gonna bite the dust. Then you incorporate Shailene Woodley, and you have her really console Peter, make him feel good, make him feel better. And then in the 4th one, you got that Mary Jane and Peter Parker in love, and then introduce Venom. Oh man, oh goodness, this is, wow, that sounds amazing, doesn't it sound beautiful? But anyway, let me know what you guys think. I thank you for watching this super duper duper long video. Guys, I had to, you know, I cannot be this predictable guy. I'm not predictable. I do my own thing. I can't make an analysis video of, and if you look at frame 7,224, you'll see that there's Dr. Octopus arms. And no! Sorry. Can't do it. Can't. I did it before, and that's what people expect to see. You can't do the expected. Give them a 30 freaking minute video with you freaking bringing stuff up that make people go, wow! Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this in that comment section below. As always, thank you guys for watching. Wolf Among Us coming up this weekend. It is coming up this weekend. And some gaming videos, some more SpiderMan videos, some videos of me talking about the Bat Affleck and the Wonder Woman. Even though you guys may not care, you're gonna watch it. Hopefully, please watch it. If you're new, subscribe to stay in tune for more of this wonderful content. Like, did you learn something? I hope you did. Subscribe, that way you can stay in tune for this. And in case you guys didn't know, I was the original member of One Direction. It was given to me by my friend, yeah, for my birthday. Check out her website too. Her website will be in the description. Check that out. She made this for me. Look at that, it's beautiful. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video. Hit the dislike button if you didn't, even though you shouldn't. You shouldn't. And subscribe. As always, thank you guys for watching. I've been between saying comment, rate, subscribe, share this video around with your friends. Say, hey, friends. Y'all want to know? Check out this dude. This dude talking so much stuff. This stuff is amazing. This dude is breaking it down. This dude is breaking it down for us. Check him out. And subscribe. As always, thank you guys for watching. Peace out. This video is long. It's a long video. Peace out.
Venom 2 million.